What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? This is JP. JP in the house. All right. Let me see this real quick. Switch this up. And skip reminder. Sorry, guys. I got to set this up real quick. I need to see my comments. Need to see my comments. How's everybody doing? Everybody's here in the chat? Nice. Let's talk about UFOs and UAPs. Why? Why? Am I live? You guys see me? Hopefully I'm live, right? All right, let's do this. Don't forget, these are the books, okay? On exopolitics.org. You guys can get them. Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3 about my missions, about my experiences. And I go more deep here on the YouTube channel. Okay. All right. Awesome. All right. Can you guys hear me? Testing 1, 2. Too much echo? Hold on. Testing 1, 2. 1, 2. Testing 1, 2. Hold on. Let me hear myself. Hold on. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2. Okay, awesome. I know I have to get that. I'm new on this YouTube thing, so it's an amazing platform to bring out information. Hey, what's up, everybody from Japan, from Brazil, Puerto Rico. What's up, United States? What's up? How's everybody doing? Awesome. Okay, let's jump in. Let's dive into this. All right. Bring this down. All right, cool. All right, let's talk about. All right, I was talking yesterday on TikTok and other platforms. I was announcing that, I feel really sad about what's happening now in Syria. My heart goes out for those families. Okay, it's sad when things like this happen. I'm sure everybody knows what's probably happening. We lost 2 soldiers. Terrible situation that happens in the military. It's really tough. When you train with these people, right? And you eat in a defact with them. You go out in training. You play around. You fool around, and you train the next day, and you're 24/7 with these people, right? And then I lost friends, and to receive when they bring you in the morning, the whole unit, right? And they put everybody in the circle, and we got the commander, we got the chaplain, we got the other people involved. Psychologists come out, and they put everybody in a horseshoe. And they get together and they say, hey, we want to give you guys a news. We want everybody to sit down. And then when you hear the news, that somebody has been departed from this earth, it hits you. It hits you really tough about this situation. When you lose a loved one, your jaw drops. You see the unit different. You're not going to see the same person tomorrow that you trained with, that you laugh with. And soldiers, I feel bad for the soldiers in that unit that lost those loved ones, those friends, those brothers and sisters that serve in this beautiful country. The reason why this country is free. You know, we do get different things happening in this country, some violence, yeah. But when we lose heroes, right? When you lose people that serve the country, it is it's sad. It is sad. It is sad when that happens. Uh we sign up for this, you know. We sign up for this. We know that anything can happen, and we train really hard. We train really hard, you know. In training, we know how to react. But when it's an ambush, we train for ambush as well. But sometimes things happen, you know, and my heart and my prayers goes out for those family members that lost their loved one. It's it's really sad. All right, guys. I just want to put it out there, you know. And that goes with any veteran that has passed, losing a friend, and also goes out through the fallen soldiers that have passed away, given their life. And this is multi governments, you know. It sucks. War sucks. War really sucks. But sometimes we have to do what we need to do in order to have a place like the United States of America. All right. Okay. Let's jump to another subject. And you know, it hits me hard. It hits me hard. I'm sorry, guys, because I know how it feels when a unit loses somebody. You know, it's a sucky situation. You got to keep the course. You got to keep for the mission, but behind your head, you're like, man, we lost this person. You know, he used to be by us. You know, he's always going to be remembered, or always going to be remembered. Okay. Okay. UFOs, UAPs, guys. UFOs, UAPs. And thank you for everybody that's sending gift. If you see the little money sign, if you send me the gift, awesome. That's going to go straight to another book and other projects I'm going to be doing soon. And I'm working with some other people that we're going to start doing projects. And this is going to be products that I want to sell that has to do with my missions. So I'm going to develop a product that it's going to help in meditation. Okay. So if you guys, you know, could help me with the gifts, and also clicking on the gift button, and you know, I'll really appreciate it. Okay. That those funds are going to go for the projects I'm going to do. And I'm already talking to a laboratory that we're thinking about doing this project, but we still need the funds. And this is going to help people in meditation. And it's going to use the senses of what we have right now. It's going to help. Okay, guys? So I will really appreciate if you guys can help me with that. Any funds will help. uh, whatever. Oh, look at that already. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Akuria mate. Akuria mate. So, UFOs. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Much love. Thank you for being on my YouTube channel. Awesome. Okay, UFOs and UAPs. All right. UFOs and UAPs, okay? All right. If you guys see this in the air, I know that you guys remember that we used to call them UFOs. All right, unidentified flying objects. Now they want to call them UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomena. Okay, why have we changed from object to phenomena? Why have we changed this to an object and a phenomena? When does a phenomena happen? If you have a group of 1,000 people, right, meditating, right? Let's say in Eastbourne, if you have like 2,000 people meditating, looking up to the skies, singing Akuria Mate, banging the drum, and you see one of these flashing and coming down, what do you guys think? What do you guys think will happen if everybody uses their consciousness, right, to bring this UFO down? I'm going to keep calling it UFO, unidentified flying objects. UAPs, we can call them UAPs too, because they're trying to change the consciousness. Okay? They're trying to change this into a phenomena. Okay? These things, right? These ships, they disappear and appear out of nowhere. Okay? The military knows that. The governments around the world knows that these things appear out of nowhere and they disappear out of nowhere. They phase in and out from our reality. Okay? They phase in and out from our reality. And when these things phase out and in from our reality, we get into the spiritual realm of things. Okay? You know how quantum entanglement, now we have quantum communication. You got a particle that's here, and out of nowhere, it disappears and ends up in Mars or somewhere else in the United States. The United States have achieved quantum computing. China have achieved quantum computing. But I believe that Russia have achieved it as well. But the United States of America, we have technology that surpasses the understanding of what is reality. When you see these technologies for the first time, you question, what kind of phenomena is this? What kind of situation I am in right now? When you start seeing these, right, land in front of you, right? They land in front of you. When you see these things land in front of you, right? And you see two humanoids coming out, and you see that they're glowing, that their clothes is glowing. You see a beautiful smile of these beings. They get in the ship again, right? Out of nowhere. And the ship disappears. Phenomena. Things that we don't understand and comprehend. Similar to faith, right? If you go to the Bible and you read Hebrews chapter 11, if everybody has a Bible, I know everybody, oh, the Bible this, Bible that, but the Bible has some truth into it. And I read it a lot. I read the Bible a lot. It has some historical events. Yes, it has some real stories that you can learn from. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But read Hebrew chapters 11, all right? What it talks about faith. Yeah, it can be compared to a phenomena that happens. If you believe something and you believe it from the deep part of your heart, I'm going to see a UFO today. I'm going to see a UAP today. I'm going to see an ET today. And you keep saying it to yourself. I don't know if you guys are aware of the book, The Secret. It's been translated in so many languages. What is faith? What is phenomena? What is it? UAP, unidentified aerial phenomena. Aerial, they changed it from flying to aerial. Okay? Aerial, flying to aerial, flying to aerial. Okay? Object that you can physically touch and see, and phenomena. It disappears and it reappears. I don't know if you ever saw that project, right? That laboratory test that they did with quantum particles, right? If you observe it, okay, it changes. Now, if you don't observe it, it does different things. Now, you need to understand that these UFOs, they run on the ether, the electromagnetic, the antennas of brains. Every single brain, 8 billion or 9 billion now on Earth, has a brain. That's including animals and it's including plant species. Okay. It's including the inner Earth people. We all have a brain, right? And each brain is thinking something different. Okay. It's like looking at snow and looking at snowflake. Every snowflake is different. That's a human. Every human brain thinks something different. Okay. We are an antenna that is giving out energy to this atmosphere. In the Monroe Institute, when you're what do you mean, a level 15, right? In this type of projects, right, that you are run, the start or gate projects, that outer body type of thing that people do, that if I explain, I could probably train people how to do it. It's really easy to do. You you have to fast, right? When you fast, like say you stop eating at 12, okay? Stop eating at 12, drink water, of course. Stop eating at 12, go to sleep. When you go to sleep, meditate on white light, okay? Um no pillow, flat on your bed, look up, start your breathing exercise and meditate on white light. Breathe in from your nose. This is free, guys. I don't care. Write this down. If you have a notebook, write this down, okay? Start fasting. If you want to do that, like that outer body type of feeling and connect with the spiritual realm, start fasting to 12 until you go to sleep. I don't know what time you go to sleep, probably 8, 7, 30. If you go to sleep with your kids when they go to school, or if you go to sleep at 12 or 11, try this, but keep fasting. Drink water. You lay down on your bed. If you have a harder surface, it's better. Okay. So some people do this on the floor. Okay. Some people do this on the floor. If you have a softer Surface it takes longer. Try the harder surface. You lay down on your back, breathe in, breathe out through your mouth. And then you lower your breath intervals. Like I'm gonna do it, speed it up here, okay? But you'll be going that fast after what, like 4 or 5 minutes. And then when you end up to like this speed, I think that will be like 10 minutes. Remember, you got to graduate, end up to that speed. So the first minute you're doing this speed, okay? And then you graduate to the 10 minutes to this speed. And you meditate on white light, okay? You're gonna have you meditate on white light, but the white light is gonna turn like a bluish white, green, light green, white. You're gonna see other colors. It's depending on your mood and your attitude that you're in, okay? So when you start seeing the light, that's when you feel the vibration, okay? And this is most of the time people that are in the military that calls UFOs down with psionic abilities, they use these techniques. Okay, the breathing exercise. Okay, if you're in the middle of the desert, fasting 12 o'clock, they put a team to fast starting at 12. Around 8 or 10 p.m., you put them in the field, 10 of them, make a semicircle or a horseshoe, start looking up. Everybody starts with a breathing exercise together in Houston. And you call these UFOs, UAPs, ETs down. Okay? DFOs. I think I'm going to call them the DFOs. Okay? Identified flying objects. What do you guys think, huh? Spread it out. The DFOs. Identified flying objects. We know what they are. We feel them. We know that they are ETs. Identified flying objects. UFOs turning into UAPs to DFOs. Identifying flying objects. We know what they are. What do you guys think? So yeah, this is a technique to calm them down. Oh yeah. Start fasting and calm them down. You see these orbs, not just UFOs, not just flying saucers. You start seeing orbs coming down. And I've been saying that. Okay. I've been saying in my updates with Dr. Sala that soon a lot of people are going to interact with these orbs and are going to interact with these Nordics, that they're going to start seeing cigar-shaped ships. And people send me videos of cigar ships in Sao Paulo 2 weeks after I started saying it. People started sending me pictures from Africa with these flying orbs that people are calling down. And these orbs are going around the huts, going around the houses. Okay? giving a type of energy to people, and they leave, and these people that live in Africa start healing other people with the energy that is given to them. Huh? What do you think about that? I'm going to reveal soon an ark that is in the continent of Africa. And it's probably as old as the Atlantic arc. This is the first time I'm saying this. Okay. And I know the area where it is. Okay. I know the area. I know the area where it is. Okay. I'll soon do an update with Dr. Michael Sala to release the area of this arc on the continent of Africa. We know the arc of Brazil is em Caldas Novas. Para todos os brasileiros, oi, tudo bem? Amo vocês. Paixão, vocês são meu coração. Amo vocês. Obrigado. Muito obrigado. And there's going to be a lot of developments 2026. Well, let's put it this way. Okay, let's put it this way. By the end of 2025, there's going to be major developments of disclosure. See, a lot of people are saying that we're going to have a major event. We're going to have a major event that is going to be scary. It is up to you if you want it to be scary. It is up to you if you want it to be sad. We're going to have a major event. It's going to be scary. Prepare yourself. We always have to be prepared. Me, as a soldier, we are trained to be always prepared. Civilians, I'm sure that you guys are always prepared with food, with water. Prepare yourself. If something does happen or occur, it is your job as being humans to always be prepared. Okay, get your book bags ready, have an exit route ready, sit down write this down. Write this down, everybody. Have something ready if something goes south. Always have something ready. Food, extra gas. Go to Lowe's, go to Home Depot, buy you some gas tanks, okay? And keep 2 or 3 in your garage, all right? To have gas. So when you go to your route somewhere different, you'll have gas saved, okay? Because for sure, there's going to be traffic jams all over the place. For sure, the gasoline is going to disappear. For sure, we're not going to have internet. So buy you an atlas. Buy you an atlas. Maps. Teach your kids how to play around with maps. Take one day out of the week. Teach them how to read a map. It's really important. Okay? Teach them how to read a map, how to read the stars, how to read time. You know, something simple as that. Kids don't know how to do today. They don't know how to read time. Oh, I have my phone. It has the time already. We got to reteach certain things. So if something does happen, if we don't have internet no more YouTube, no more Rumble, no more TikTok, no more Instagram, how are we going to communicate as human beings? buy you a portable recording device that can record videos like this. Okay. It could probably be like a flip, or buy you one of those old school cameras, start recording certain videos that you like. Cameras that run on batteries only. So start recording videos and stashing them away on CDs, CD players, or certain things. Okay, I'm not saying something is going to happen, but a lot of people are ringing the bells. A lot of people that are in high authority are ringing the bells saying that something might occur. I'm reading the comments. Let me see what you guys are saying. China in the house, Russia in the house, the United States of America in the house, humanity. How about that? Humanity in the house. We all are humans. You know, I said this yesterday in TikTok, right? Ronald Reagan, he said, what would happen if something is coming from outer space? Would we unite if there's an outer threat coming in our solar system? Three-Eye Atlas. See, a lot of people think that Three-Eye Atlas is coming here to destroy us. So a lot of people are scared that the 19th is going to get close and is going to eliminate Earth. That's not true. It's not true. It's activating something in our solar system, okay? Activation, and it's not only Atlas doing this. We got Swan as well. We got other objects coming in our solar system, and they're activating our solar system, activating our star. Okay, our star. If you guys are studying what's happening with the star that we have, is acting kind of weird right now. Oh yeah, we got people seeing lights from the skies from to Florida. Look at all these cold fronts that we're getting. It's going down to in Florida. What, we have like 30 degrees? I have to bring all my plants inside. All my tropical, beautiful plants, I have to bring it inside. Jeez. It's the weather is changing. And on top of that, you got these arcs, right? You got these beautiful big arcs that have a consciousness, and they move around our ocean, and they're really hot, and they're creating probably the storms that we're seeing. Okay? Right now, the location, I've been saying it, is in between Venezuela and Puerto Rico of this massive arc, and people know about it. Okay? Prepare yourself. I'm not saying something bad is going to happen. No, but it's always good to be prepared. Preparado. It's always good to be preparado. Okay? If something does happen. So back to UFOs, UAPs, okay? I wonder if back in the days, right? These things used to show up a lot, right? And I'm sure, according to what Ancient Aliens and the History Channel, these things were all over the place, all over cave walls. Some people even say, how about if it's us from the future coming back? How about if it's us from the future coming back? How about if it's another race that is way superior than us and have more knowledge, and they've been around a couple 100 million years more than us? How about that? Of course, time machines, they exist. Of course. People are going to be watching this video and rewatch it. You can rewind it, forward, and this is capture mm, particles of light, and it's similar to a time machine. Audio, you can record your audio and you can hear it from the past. Time. Like we see this as a normality, right? These videos, we see it as a normality, but we're capturing time. Okay. And time is a human construct. All right. You open your eyes, you're born, you open and close your eyes, you're on your deathbed. That's how life is. And everything seemed like it was just one day when you're on your deathbed. Okay. You remember everything, yeah, but you close your eyes, you are a baby. You close it, you open it, you on your deathbed. Enjoy life, create memories. That's the main thing in life. Time is a human construct. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, when anybody's on their deathbed, they're going to remember my words. Wow, I remember when I was a kid, and I'm here in my bed right now, and I'm dying. It's something natural that happens, and the thing is that we have to realize that we don't die. Okay, it's when you get into the study of consciousness, right, and the study of how energy works. Like Tesla. He really found the secret of what is energy. You know, sometimes people find out the deep secrets, and yeah, it's they think you know certain things, but we are alive right now, and this the now do exist. Okay, and while we are in the now, we have to help each other of spreading the love and spreading the care of who we are as humans. Okay, ETs, they don't see no borders. They see a planet with an ocean, a planet with land, a planet with beautiful people that like to start war. We're the only species that kill each other. Yeah. It's but yeah, okay. We're not the only species, but we have the highest percentage of killing off each other. Jeez. That's why these things fly around nuclear plants saying, humans, stop. Stop acting like that. We want to reveal ourselves to you. We want to show you the technology that we have. I think I'm getting too extreme, right, guys? Am I getting too extreme? Am I getting too extreme? Put it in the comments if I'm getting too extreme. It's just when you go through the experience, and we got other people around the world that goes through the experience that I have gone through. We got people like Alex Collier. Uh, we got people like other people. I don't want to. People go through these experiences, okay? And sometimes we get tired of looking at all the wrong that's happening around the world. All these people treating each other wrong because they want their truth to come out. Let's bring the love. Let's bring the care. Let's bring the wisdom. Let's bring the peace. Let's bring heaven to earth. Let's bring heaven to earth. What's the problem not bringing heaven to? When I say akuria mate, that means heaven to earth. And I kind of understood that when those Aztec Indians started singing it. And they told me what it meant. Akuria mate, heaven to earth. You have to bring the love. And I know I speak a lot about love, but don't cross the line with me. You know? And I'm just saying this in a general way. I speak about love, but don't cross the line with JP. I love everybody. People know I never talk wrong about nobody. I try to love everybody. I'm human just like you, just like you, just like you, just like you, just like you. Anywhere that you're at, think of a color. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Red. We're all in this together. We're all in this together. We're all in this together. We have to make sure that we hold the flag up. We hold the flag of love, you know, and make sure that we all understand that if something does happen, we're all going to help each other. And we're all going to talk about peace. We're all going to be amazingly connected. Always. Call your parents. Call your kids. Stop with the arguments. We got Christmas, for goodness sake, coming up. Invite people to your house. Celebrate. You know, happy holidays, happy New Year's. Be happy together. Comprehend that peace is the only way. When you finish watching this video, call your parents if you haven't called them. Call your kids if you haven't called them. Call your uncles. I just lost a family member not too long ago. It's the worst thing in the world. It's the worst thing in the world when you lose a family one, a loved one. But you start remembering about the words, you start remembering about the people or the things that you used to do with them. It's tough when you lose a loved one. So after this video, call your loved ones. Make sure you connect, you reconnect. Why? Why reconnect? They're going to show up. Okay? I'll say like this. They're going to show up. There's nothing that we can do about it. Okay? They're going to reveal themselves, and there's nothing we can do about it. And the people that are doing the wrong things are going to be called out. Okay? That's something you need to write down. So if you're doing something wrong, you're going to be called out. Okay? Who they are, Nordic beings. Some people call them angels. Oh, yeah. The Bible talks about a lot of angels coming back with Jesus Christ. And they're going to come back and they're going to judge the world. Oh, yeah. Hallelujah. I believe that. I totally believe in in the Bible. Okay. I do believe in the Bible. If people don't like that, they can scoot somewhere else. Okay. But I believe when you start reading Proverbs, I always tell people read Proverbs before you go to sleep. Oh, yeah. It's going to change your life of how you think about love. Read Proverbs. You know, I know it's the Bible. Oh, yeah. It's the Bible. It's a, but try to read Proverbs and Hebrews chapter 11 today. Let's try it. You're going to see tomorrow a little bit different. I'm telling you, or magnificently different. Yeah, I go to church. I do. I pray. Oh, yeah. I go through these experiences. Yeah. Yeah. I've been, I felt, I smelled, I've been to the moon. I saw with my eyes. I saw the rings of Saturn. I saw the big storm in Jupiter. Yes. I've been through all this, and they can call me whatever they want to call me. Okay. But I've been through these experiences. I've been to all these experiences. I feel bad about what's happening around the world. You know, with all these people, all these shootings, it's sad that we have to go through this, that family members have to go through a loss. It's tough. And it's not just what's happening in Europe, it's not just what's happening in Australia, Syria. This is worldwide. We just get the news for certain things. It's a phenomena that we can't understand. That's why they decided to change it to UAPs. It's a phenomena that more and more people are seeing. It's a phenomena that happens when people meditate and calms them down. It is an object, but this object disappears, appears out of nowhere. You know? It's a phenomena, yeah. But we can keep calling them UFOs because that's what we've been calling them for since the 1940s. UFO, 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 DFO, identified flying object, whatever they are, they have ETs inside and they have feelings just like me and just like you. And one day they're going to show themselves up. I'm telling you, a lot of people are going to be surprised of who are they? What civilization are they? How long they've been visiting us? Where are they coming from? Are they coming from our oceans? Or are they coming from the Kepler belt? Are they coming from the nearest planet that is 40 light years away? Who are they? It's a phenomena. But there's a reason. There's a reason for the change of the name. Yeah. Maybe because soon they're going to reveal themselves. But I'll leave you with these words. Okay. Stay in tuned. You know how you play around with the radio? Shh, shh, you play around with the radio? Find your channel of being in tune. There's a lot of different channels. Okay. There is. We're human. We're all different. Choose your channels wisely. Okay. I'm talking in a parable way. Okay. I hope you guys get this. Make sure you tune your life to a frequency that you know you're getting the right answers. Okay. There's a lot of different frequencies in the air. Okay. Choose the frequency of love, the frequency of being wise and doing the right decisions, the frequency of helping others. You can move to one frequency to another. You can move to the frequency of love and the frequency of being helpful to others and the frequency of, crying of happiness. But don't move to the frequency of hatred. Do not do that because it stays as an imprint in the air. Okay. And it stinks the air up around you. Don't do that. Don't hate people. Don't go to that frequency. It's gonna stay like a fingerprint connected to you. Okay. And when they show up with their frequency, they can see that. They know who's gonna do wrong and who's gonna do right. Like Santa Claus. Where do you think they got that from? Santa Claus flying in the air. You gotta do the right thing, or he's not gonna give you a gift. Huh? It's a lot of things that if we put two and two together, we can understand better. But make sure I leave you with that, okay? I love you guys so much. Make sure you are in the right frequency, okay? Share this video with people. And if you want, send a gift for the projects, for the books, and other things I'm developing. You guys can send me a gift. You click on the money sign or whatever sign. And if you send me a gift, I really appreciate it. I'm going to have that on with this video when I post it. But much love to all. I hope you guys love this video. Okay. Hope I answer a couple questions. I try to answer them in different ways. But we are together. Okay. Disclosure is imminent. I love you guys. This does not have my intro because I know a lot of people, oh, I like your intro. I like that song. I love it too. But this is alive. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Akuria mate. Much love to you. Sending a lot of love to you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Akuria mate. Much love, everybody. Stay safe. Stay connected. And JP out. Make sure you stay in the right frequency. Much kisses and hugs to everybody around the world. JP out.